Welcome back to lesson 2. I want to start by painting a picture of something that you've probably experienced many times. Have you ever been in a conversation and suddenly you realise you can't remember what the other person's been saying? The conversation has been going on and you've been hearing their voice, but your mind has wandered off somewhere else and you can't recall what they've said for the last few minutes. You are completely disconnected from the conversation. Or here's another one. Have you ever been driving and suddenly you arrive at a destination only to realise that you can't recall much, if anything at all, about the journey? You were safe and you're physically present now, but during that journey you were mentally somewhere else entirely. Now this is a phenomena that is called autopilot, and it's essentially a state where our body's performing activities but your mind is somewhere else entirely. Now, autopilot isn't inherently bad. It's actually really beneficial for us. It allows us to manage more menial tasks, more repetitive tasks, without expending too much energy. However, when we live our lives on autopilot, it means that we're losing touch with the richness of life, with the real depth of our experiences. The whole aspect of being human is massively diminished. Now, to understand autopilot more, think of it as this way. It's really your brain and body's way of conserving energy. So it's really efficient. But that also means that it misses out on what's happening in the present moment, whether that's something as incredibly beautiful as a sunset or the taste of a meal, or maybe more importantly and more worryingly, we're missing the emotional connection from those around us. And over time, this disconnect can leave us feeling stuck, detached from the people around us, detached from the world, and even overwhelmed by life's challenges. Now, I first came across this concept of autopilot when I was studying a mindfulness-based stress technique, an incredible course that really helped me. And they used this idea of autopilot as the foundation for the mindfulness practice. And it explained why it was so incredibly beneficial and transformative. Just like meditation, when you bring your awareness to the present moment, you interrupt the autopilot patterns, the mechanisms of the mind. And this means it allows us to respond more skillfully to life, rather than acting in a habitual way or being at the mercy of stress or instinctual behaviours. Now, add to that, the benefits of being present are incredible. First of all, like we've just said, it means you're more engaged with life. It means you're more present with life as it happens. Now, if we take that further, we can look at relationships. If we are actively listening, a skill in itself, it means that we're being more fully present with others. It means that we deepen our connections. And importantly, we have more meaningful interactions with the people who are important in our lives. Secondly, our overall well-being increases. When we can savor small joys, when we can really connect to enjoy the little things in our life, the smell of coffee or the first sip of tea or the first moment you walk out the door and feel the coolness of the air. If you can find connection in those moments, then wow, the big moments are going to take you somewhere even more incredible. Thirdly, the reason why most people seek out mindfulness and meditation, it helps reduce stress. Meditation helps you step back from the racing thoughts that we all experience, and it allows us to be less emotionally reactive. It gives us a methodology to create space, to breathe, to respond to life in a calmer, more objective way. Next, we can look at clarity. Learning to pay attention helps sharpen your focus. It means that you can give more thought to your decisions. You have more choice in your decisions. And then finally, resilience. It's what we closed that first session with. Practicing these techniques gives you a real emotional intelligence and resilience in the really challenging moments of our lives. You get opportunity to, again, react more reflectively and with a little more choice. So I want to close by reaffirming that meditation isn't about never drifting into autopilot again. It's about catching yourself when your mind's wandering off, when you're falling into those habitual patterns, and then importantly, calmly and kindly bringing your awareness back to the present moment, to the right now. And with practice, that habit of presence can transform everything about your life, how you live, how you work, and importantly, how you connect to yourself and others around you. Thank you for listening to today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed the practice, and I will see you again in lesson 3.